Right now, a Licking County judge is deliberating the fate of a man who caused a deadly chain reaction crash on I-70 in 2023.
That crash killed 6 people, including students, a teacher, and chaperones, with the Tuscarawas Valley High School band traveling to Columbus for a concert. We thank you for joining us for NBC4 at 5 on this Friday. I'm Jennifer Bullock.
I'm Jared Smalley. The legal battles do not end after this verdict. McDonald and more than a dozen other defendants are still facing civil suits filed by the families of the victims.
NBC4's crime and safety reporter Anna Hoffman has been following this story since it happened and has details on what comes next.
Several families of the victims have filed wrongful death lawsuits. However, Jacob McDonald is not the sole defendant in these cases. There are more than a dozen defendants across them all. These cases are all happening in Franklin County.
He had one job. He didn't do it.
But that's being negligent, Your Honor. That's not being reckless.
As the families of the 6 people killed in a horrific chain reaction crash on I-70 in November 2023 wait for a verdict from the judge in the criminal trial, there's still the looming thought of civil suits. This week, 61-year-old Jacob McDonald stood trial in Licking County. He is charged with 6 felony counts for aggravated vehicular homicide, 9 felony counts of vehicular assault, and 11 misdemeanor charges. On Thursday, both parties gave their closing arguments to the judge.
He had his foot on the pedal, and he had his eyes someplace else.
Taking your eyes off the road momentarily to look at a car next to you, observe what it's doing, is negligent.
Since the deadly crash, several families of the victims have filed wrongful death lawsuits. Others who lived but were seriously injured have filed personal injury suits. McDonald is one of more than a dozen defendants across these civil suits. Those include Mid-State Systems Incorporated, the trucking company McDonald worked for, Lee Zazworski, its president, Vida Freightliner Columbus Inc., and more.
There's no effort of braking. Even after he ran over the Nissan Murano, even after it continued down the road, there's no braking.
Today I spoke over the phone with Sean Alto, one of the attorneys representing the family of Shannon Wigfield. Wigfield was in the silver Nissan Murano that McDonald's Freightliner truck first hit, which later crashed into the charter bus. The suit alleges wrongful death, negligence, and vicarious liability. He tells me there was a conference scheduled earlier this month to approve adding more parties to the case. That conference was continued. Court documents say the National Transportation Safety Board's investigation reveals DriveWise Incorporated to be another alleged responsible party for preventing the crash. Attorneys tell me the civil suits could take years to resolve. The Licking County judge says he plans to announce a verdict in the criminal trial early next week.